All right, well, welcome to Henderson Settlement and the really wet big show.
Wet.
Man, it has been a wet week this week.
If you're a duck, you'd love it.
Oh, it's a duck weather. Yeah. Somebody hollered duck, and I was, like that, but actually they were just swimming by in front of the office. It has been, man, it's been so rainy and wet this week, but the work campers that are here, they've been working right through it. It's incredible. The folks have come in and they've done fencing out in the rain. They've put in windows and built some decks and done some things like that. It's rained every single day. I think tomorrow is supposed to be the best day of the week, supposed to clear off and be a little sunny. But we've had to put out a weather alert. Let people know. Used to, you put out a weather alert saying, well, it's going to be flash flooding or thunderstorm or something. Now we want to put out a weather alert, say we got sunshine coming.
Noah's Ark's being built in the shop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a rough time. It's a rough time. Okay, so we're gonna tear through it. Now you maybe notice that again, we're here in the work camp office, coming to you in a little different angle. A couple weeks ago, we had a group here from Charlevoix, and they what's it, Charlevoix did this? Anyway, we had a group that was here that worked in this office, Gail and some of those ladies, and they redid the floors and put together some new furniture for the work camp secretary. And Jessica, we miss you. We're looking forward to having you back on Monday of next week. And but anyway, so they got some rearranging going on. We're changing a few things, and Blue is sitting on the floor behind us, and he's kind of covering up some of the mess that we don't want everybody to see, that type of thing. So let's just go over who is here this week on work camp. So we've got Crowne Point UMC from Delaware, Ohio, and there's 5 of those wonderful folks. We've got First United Methodist from Crowne Point, Indiana. Woohoo!
Hey!
Woohoo! 7 of those folks. Then we got the Holy Rosary Catholic Church from St. Mary's, Ohio. They've been here and already gone. Did their job. Let's move on. They boys, go get it. And they were 7 of them, I think, 7 or 8. And then we've got Maple Springs UMC from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and there are 11 of those good folks that are here. And then we've got Scioto Ridge United Methodist Church from Hilliard, Ohio, and there were 23 of them. And they were one of those groups that's doing the windows and decking and things like that. They came in on Sunday, but then they left out this morning. They got their stuff done. That's pretty much regular for them in the fall of the year. So that's who we've got on campus here this week. So a lot of things going on and that type of thing. So work camp season is still going. We'll continue to host groups until the end of October. And so we've got quite a few folks coming in. Actually, this year I've got a group coming in from, I can't even remember now. But anyway, it's coming in the first week of November, which is pretty unusual for us to have anybody in first part of November. So that's good. We appreciate you folks supporting us. Even, if you're out there right now, you said, some things happened or something changed, I think we could put together a little team to go down to Henderson this fall. Give me a call, shoot me an email. We can set you up. We can make that happen. You don't have to have a specific project. If you want to adopt something, we can make that happen. If you want to just come in and help us out, we can do that too. So there are some things. So here's our guest today. We have Karla. Hold on, Karla. Don't cheat me. Don't let me Smolik.
Thank you.
Karla Smolik.
You did it right.
And you're with the Crowne Point, Indiana group, correct?
Yes, sir.
And man, we appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Now, how long have you been coming down?
I've been down here for 6 years. This is my 6th year with the team.
Yeah, excellent. So how many? So you got like 7 folks with you this week?
Yes, sir.
Yep. And there's a number of those guys have been coming for a long time.
Right. We've got 2 gentlemen that are on the team that have been probably 15 years coming here. Yeah. Good folks, really good folks. And a few of those that used to come with the group. At least one that comes to mind real quick. Passed on a few years ago. Yes, our George.
George. Miss George. We just love George. He was just a wonderful individual. But anyway, just wanted to remember him. I just was on my heart, and always, whenever time Crowne Point books in, we talk to Marv or you or someone. I always think about Miss George this year.
Well, George is the person that told me about Henderson Settlement, and George is the one that got me down here.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How did you learn? How did you first learn about Henderson Settlement? I know the church was coming. Have you always been at that Crowne Point United Methodist Church?
I'm a Methodist only since 2009. I was raised in a different Christian church, and was looking for a church home, and I'm home.
Yeah. How about
I'm
that?
home. I'm
Yeah.
home.
Good folks. Really
Very, very good, loving family, good church family. I learned from Moments for Mission, where we have every month a different mission that the church is sponsoring.
Yeah.
And I heard about coming down here, and George goes, "Oh, Karla, you'd love it." Well, I'm here.
Yeah. Do you love it?
I love it.
Well, it's been 6 years. You must.
It's home.
Well,
It's
good.
home
I
here.
appreciate that.
I got friends. It's just like family coming home to visit your relatives.
Excellent. We appreciate that. Now, so what's some of the things you specifically doing, but also talk a little bit just briefly about what some of the things that the rest of the group is doing this week.
Well, this week I usually volunteer in the food pantry, and that helps the neighbors out here that need a little extra supplement to carry them over. We're waiting for a delivery this afternoon to restock the shelves.
Yeah.
I was a little slow, so I went up to the craft department and I made crosses for the ladies group that they're going to be giving out this year.
Yeah.
I'm working on bookends right now that the children are going to get at Christmas time in their stockings.
Nice.
We just put in, the guys just put in a new door well going downstairs and by the food pantry in the secondhand store. The Goodwill, it's a good Goodwill. I came home with a whole new suitcase of clothes. And it's a Goodwill.
Excellent.
And we've sorted clothes down there. We've put clothes up. That's what us women folk doing. We've got some of them now that are painting all the trim, doing the window work, where they've put a new kitchen sink unit back in the delivery room.
Yeah.
We just all do little things, and everybody's got a little niche, and we all pitch in.
Yeah, it's incredible. A lot of work. You know, y'all been busy all week. We appreciate that. And I'll tell you, there must have been some divine intervention in there, because when Marv called me back in the earlier in the year, he said, you know, last year we were down there and we worked, we did an outside job. And man, this week last year was just miserably hot. You know, and he said we want an inside job. Well, that was a wise decision, because it's not been hot, but boy, they would have got rained out.
Well, the outside job was the windows that were put in last year, and the women are painting the inside of the windows this year.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
All that. So it's just a tenfold project, and everybody. We've got a new person on our team. I invited her, wanted her to come to see and experience, and she's ready to come back again.
Outstanding. So let's see. So I asked you. So how do I tell you about that? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but the food's good here. I guarantee you don't starve to death.
Yeah.
You don't starve to death, because the kitchen crew really puts out good grub for you.
Yeah. Yeah, they do an excellent job in the kitchen. And want to mention that we have a new kitchen supervisor, food service supervisor, Buffy Parton, that we just hired last week, and she started this week. So you see a new face, and we'll have her. We'd like to have her on here next Thursday, just to kind of introduce you to her. She's been here at the settlement before, and worked in the thrift store and worked in the kitchen some before that. But we brought her back to supervise the kitchen. So, but next week she'll be doing some training, so she won't be able to be here for this. So the week after, we'll try to get her on and talk a little bit to Buffy about that. So now tell me, just as far as you personally, you know, when you're here, I know you said it felt like home and you made friends, but you know, what really keeps you coming back? You come here and you go, and you know what, each year there's something, you know, you feel like God's moving you to.
God has told me to come back and help those who need help.
Yeah.
And I come back to do that. And it's my special week of my life just to be here to do his work here. That if I have the opportunity and I have the strength to do it, to carry on his word and keep everybody happy.
You know, if you were asked to some of, often, and let me build it into this. Oftentimes I hear people say, well, you know, I don't have a specific skill. I don't have a building skill. You know, what could I do? Or maybe, you know, I'm at a certain age that, you know, I'm not that mobile anymore. I don't get around as good as I used to. You know, what could I do? That kind of thing. So what would you have to say to folks who maybe would like to come, but maybe in their minds there's some reason they feel like potentially they wouldn't be able to do anything? What would you have to say about that?
There's something always to be done if it's not sorting clothes out, or it's to help make the kits. They're making kits now for the children. We're making bookends for the Christmas stocking stuffers. They could, you know, just sit there with a nail and tap the little pegs in. I mean, there's always just something there. And if you can't find something, find you or somebody else there, and they'll find just, you know, if you can't lift, you don't need to lift. If you can do it, you do it. It's just everybody helps each other out, and there's always a niche and something
There
you're
is.
to do.
There really is. There's something for anybody. And the key thing I like to say, if you want to come and serve, that's the thing. If you want to serve and not be served, if you want to come and serve and just help, there's something for you to do. It may not be kind of what sometimes folks come in and they have a predetermined idea about what they're going to be doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But oftentimes people arrive and God has a different plan for you.
You have to be flexible down here.
You have to be flexible, and just being open to that is a big thing.
I don't think you remember the first time I came down here. I came in the summer just for a few days with Don Cantrell and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie painted the fence, and you told me to power wash that front door and that stairwell.
Yeah.
Well, I power washed it. I learned how to repaint the door because I took off all the paint off the front door. So
well, there's always,
I learned 2 lessons in 1.
Yeah.
Do it low, do it soft, so you don't have to repaint it.
Yeah, that's we that was kind of the plan all along.
Oh,
We thought, well, we can get her to paint that door if we later rip off all that paint. Maybe don't give her any extra instruction there.
But no, the housing and everything here is very, you never have to worry about it. It's very nice housing. We stay out at the Evans house.
I was going to say, so you're staying at the Evans house.
Every year at the Evans house.
That's one of the private houses that's on campus. We've got the general housing we call the mission dorm. And then we've got some private houses on campus that sleep 14 to 16 folks. And so y'all like to stay in Evans.
We like Evans house. It's very comfortable, peaceful.
Yeah.
The cows haven't broken the fence this year to come visit.
Well, that's
us.
always a positive. You just never know when that's going to happen.
We have a neighborhood rooster that likes to visit me, and I'm petrified of roosters
yeah?
and birds. I threw stones at him, and he did a hat dance, and another rooster chased the stones yesterday. So, yeah, this is just a very nice, loving community that everybody's helping each other do what we need to do in our life.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. I appreciate that. So, I do want to mention now, typically Casey is here, but she has had some appointments scheduled for the day and not able to be here today. So I think maybe she and I must have gotten in trouble because, last week she had it and I couldn't be here. I had to be out last week. So Casey had it by herself. And then this week she's not here and I've got it by myself. So we're kind of, people are afraid to put us together. I think they're afraid if that happens, just boom. Don't tell them what's
explosion.
Big things going to happen.
Big things.
Big things. So I'm going to talk about a few other things going on here.
Well,
anything else you can stick around here with me if you want to.
I'm allowed to?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'll stick around. I'll listen.
We're not going to drag this on too long today. I don't got Casey here to just kind of ramble on, talk about things that she's doing in the greenhouse or all.
Oh, there's mums for sale, $7 a piece.
Hey, wait a minute, you're stealing my thunder, lady. Let me get to that.
That was his line.
Let me get to that. That's on my list of things to get to.
Well, I'll be quiet now and listen.
Oh, Karla, come on. I think you're after Casey's job.
No,
you're not.
No.
Hey, Casey might give it to you.
Yeah, I bet she would.
All right, well, let's talk about a few things. All righty, let's see here. So, as I mentioned, we've got the work camp groups, and also want to say that we're scheduling, currently booking groups for 2019. So, if you're interested in bringing a group, small group, large group, whatever, family group, intergenerational, give us a call or give us an email, and we would love to have you, and we can certainly set that up for you and discuss that, give you whatever information you may need. So give me a shout here at 606-337-3613, extension 315, or Jessica, the work camp secretary, who just had her baby. She's coming back Monday from maternity leave. Her baby will be 5-6 weeks old, and so she'll be at her office, extension 314. Or again, make a comment on here, send us a message on her Facebook page, or go to her Henderson Settlement webpage and visit us there. Contact us, and we'd love to set that up for you. So don't hesitate. Oh, we'd love to have you. So let's see, keep it down back there, Blue. I see you staring into the camera there.
He's getting scary.
He's a little camera shy.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he's been able to be on there. We've been moving around and stuff. He looks like he's kind of wound up back there. I can tell. He's all puffed up. Yeah. So as Karla mentioned, and Casey has mentioned, we still have mums for sale at the greenhouse. I think they've actually got some in the hallway of the community center too.
Yes, they do.
So you can look through. There's some beautiful colors and things like that. Those are $6. I think $6 a piece, $6 or $7. $7 a 6-inch pot. So if you're interested in those, come see us. You can go upstairs in the community center and see some of those, or if you catch us here at the settlement, just contact Casey and she will go over and meet you at the greenhouse or something to that effect, and get you set up. if you're out of town and you're interested in some of those months, give us a call. We can see what we can do for you. We can make that happen. Also, if you're in the local community within about a 20-mile radius of a service area, and you're wondering, man, my place I got some work, but I didn't get everything, or my house they didn't get to my house this year. We still got a month to go. That might happen, but we begin to think about putting in an application for 2019, and because we'll take those up until the 1st of November. So, and then at that point, we begin to go out and visit the homes and reevaluate that. So if you've already had an application and maybe everything didn't get done, or everything, nothing got done, or everything did got done, but you want something else, you need something else, put that back in. Just because we've got it this year, typically those things don't roll over into the following year. So we got to update all that personal information and all that. So make sure you put in a new application for us, and we'll see what we can do. No, never any promises, but we do what we can. So keep that in mind. And the big thing coming up is we just had the fall festival this past weekend. I say fall festival, I guess that's what it was, but had the Geneva Fusion Memorial Car Show, and that went really well. The fall festival went really, really good. A lot of folks here got rained on some Saturday, but it still didn't dampen the spirits there, and it just seemed to go really, really well, and hopefully everybody had a great time with that. So next year, if you're in the local area, plan for that. Come visit us, or if you're outside the area, want to come visit, certainly that'd be fine too. So we're trying to make that a bigger, better thing every year. So come join us for that. But coming up, the November the 1st, in a few months, we are hosting. We've touched on it a few times, but we're kind of pushing it pretty hard right now. We're hosting an event here at Henderson Settlement November 1st, 2nd, and the morning of the 3rd. For if you are out there, or if you know someone specifically, really, if you know someone who maybe has youth groups or an adult group that would be looking for a place to go, or maybe they go other places and would be interested in maybe changing it up a little bit, or if you're just trying to get your youth or adults or whatever interested in going on a mission trip, we're hosting an event free of charge. You come here, you contact us, we'll set you up, we'll get you in housing. We have an event. We're going to have some specific programming towards educating you about what work camp does and why we do that, about Henderson Settlement altogether, and what this ministry is about, and those type things. So it's a great opportunity to come. There's no charge for that. You get your housing free, you get your meals free, and I mean, man, you can't beat that. We've got some planned programming so that, it's filled up. We got some folks here that do music. We got a couple of guest speakers that, we think will be really good, and folks will enjoy that. We've got some free time built in so that folks can, if they want to just relax a little bit or reflect or go on a hike, however they want to use that, they can do that. So that begins on Thursday evening, November the 1st. I think scheduling or arrival time is like 2 to 4, something like that, and then we have our first welcome program at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock to 5 something. Then supper. Then we have that evening. We have a program. Then we have a number of events Friday morning. Then we'll have lunch, and then you've got some free time most of that afternoon until supper, so you can use that however you wish. And then we'll have some other things going on later that evening, maybe another speaker and some music. And then Saturday morning you'll have a good breakfast, and we'll have just kind of a little closing portion to that, maybe a little question and answer session if people have some questions of that, maybe 30 or 45 minutes, and probably by 9 a.m. you can be on your way. So, I mean, man, you can't beat that. It's a great opportunity if folks are wanting to learn more about Henderson Settlement or learn about work camp and these type of things. It's a great opportunity to do that. So if you know someone out there, put them into contact with us. If you've got someone, maybe if you've got a church that has been coming and you've got a key person in your church that you think would be good to bring down, that just because you've not been here before, or maybe just because you have been here before, but if you've got someone else in your church that you really think you could get involved, talk to them. See if they'd like to come down. You come down with them. We're happy to have you. That'd be a wonderful thing.
Will you still have leaves on the tree, or all the foliage?
No, it depends. Usually by the end of October, 1st of November, there's still, there's some of them coming off, but there's still some color. It's starting to be on the far side of it, but yeah, still should be some here. Beautiful time to come. Weather should be good. Not not too hot, not too cold.
No rain.
Maybe a jacket. Well, the rain, I can't promise that. Come on. Oh, we got a few comments popping up here. Let me see who's saying what here. Let's see. Gene. Hey, Gene Vocals. Yeah, you was here from Crosswinds a few weeks ago. Oh, thank you for having a Crosswind UMC in Martin last week. Yeah, it was great having you folks, and hope you make it back. And also some folks from Wayland UMC. That was great to have those folks. So, well, I'm getting ready to wind it up, but before I do, I've got a surprise. I've got a little surprise. I've got two folks sitting in the audience today, Bob and Carol, and they have been long-time volunteers here at Henderson Settlement. They come down a couple of times a year, and when we're getting ready to do a mailing or send those things out, they come down, and they're wonderful folks. Come down and assist Jane, who is our administrative secretary, and kind of does her historical stuff, and has helped a lot in her communications type things. She helps Jane with that. They help Jane with that. So they have a good relationship. So I'm going to ask them if they don't mind, if they just come over here and walk behind me and Karla for just a minute, just let the folks see you, because I think maybe this might be your last trip down.
True.
Yeah. So if it's not your last trip, then that's fine. But just in case it is, we want to be able to recognize
Would
you.
you like to sit here?
No.
Okay.
I better either up or down.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's
So this is Carol Peel and her husband Bob, and they're wonderful folks, and we just love them. And you've been coming since 2005, you said?
2005.
Really good
Was
folks.
the first
Once
time
a year,
we've been
or
down.
two
At
times
least
a
once
year.
Yeah, at least once a year. You come from Pennsylvania, is that right?
That's right.
How did y'all learn about Henderson Settlement? How did you learn about this place?
A program called Jonah Journey.
Yeah,
We were kind of
And-
new to the United Methodist Church, not
Yeah.
having come from there.
sure.
And we kept hearing about Redbird.
Mhm.
And we would ask, well, what is Redbird? And we weren't getting any answers until
Yeah.
someone said, oh, well, why don't you come down on a Jonah journey?
Yeah.
You'll learn all about Redbird.
Yeah.
So we were down here for several days, I guess.
Yeah,
And they took us to all the different sites in the Redbird Conference.
sweet.
And so we were asking about, volunteer opportunities and so forth.
Mhm.
And these people won the prize as,
Oh, how about how about that?
as being the most
We-
hospitable,
Hospitable.
and the most fun group.
We
So-
lucked out there, boy.
And of
we-
course,
Yeah, I must not have been here that day.
you must not have been.
I hate when that happens.
Fortunately, my husband is a sports fan, and so
Yeah.
is this
Oh
one.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we found out that
Oh, here we go.
Tennessee is not one of someone's favorites, so we always make sure we have some orange T-shirts on when we come down
It
here.
makes it. I
So
I love them, but boy, they make me live hard.
Well, I saw one in the thrift store and somebody bought it this morning because I was going to give it to Jerry today.
Thank God somebody bought that
Yeah.
old rag.
Yeah, I was
That old rag.
upset. I was
Usually we have to
upset.
give him things away or throw them away. I'm surprised
Mhm.
somebody would buy it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear
Yeah,
that.
that's my personal opinion.
No, but it has been a great blessing to my heart.
Well,
I
we appreciate it.
My career was in nursing, so I'm
Yeah.
used to giving and helping others. And
Mhm.
my one fear when I retired was that I would just kind of sit on my rear end and
Yeah.
not participate and not do what I needed to do to find fulfillment in my heart.
Sure.
Coming down here helps.
Well, I'm glad to hear
I keep telling folks
that. We
that
appreciate
I love being down here on top of the mountain.
Mhm.
I sit here and relax, and I feel the angel's wings all around
it.
me.
Oh, how about that?
And it renews my relationship with God to come down here and help.
You sure that's not Bob over there fanning you?
What could be.
Yeah. No, I should have said that was a beautiful statement, Carol. I appreciate you saying that. I shouldn't make, but I can't help myself. I hear something in my mind starts racing. I got to get it out.
That's right.
If I don't, I get a headache for like 2 days.
All I can say to you is, if you have any kind of a statement at all that you want to make to this guy,
Yeah.
he will have a witty response.
Oh, yes.
It's guaranteed.
I'll tell you another
And-
guarantee. You may not like it. I bet I will. It's one of those things. Well, Bob and Carol, we appreciate you, and thank you for coming down. And
Go Orange!
Go Orange! Syracuse Orange!
No,
Oh, not that one.
Tennessee
Let's not talk
Orange!
about that one, boy. Boy, I tell you, that's a way to close out the show. So we got a few more comments. Hey, Richard Sullins, hello. Good to see you there. And I think that's it. Folks, God bless you. We'll see you back here next Thursday at 1 o'clock. And we just appreciate you folks. And y'all have a safe weekend and a safe week between now and next Thursday. And go Cats, beat those South Carolina Gamecocks. Woo!
Well, I wish I'd known about this. I'd have wore orange today.